Worship, teaching. It is actually Friendsgiving themed. Yeah, Friendsgiving. So anything Thanksgiving related, we're going to have Thanksgiving trivia, Thanksgiving food, Thanksgiving anything, really. But it's going to be a fun night. We're actually going to get started with worship. We're changing it up a little bit. So if the worship team wants to come up, that'd be fun. Where are we at? Andrew? We're getting started. All right. So if you guys want to stand on up and, come up here. Last week we had a great week of worship. Just everyone was getting into it. So let's try and do that again, all right? Let's get started.
How's everybody doing? All right, let's do this. Go ahead and put your hands together with me. We want you to go nuts. Sing loud with us. Here we go. Make the darkness run and hide. You bring the broken back to life. Only you can, only you can. You set me free from every chain. You fill my heart with songs of praise. Only you can, only you can. Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold. My soul sings, Father, you I hold. My feet dance to your rhythm, to your rhythm. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling. I show left the glory of your throne to bring this runaway back home. Only you can, only you can. You give me love, you give me life, you keep me dancing through the night. Only you can, only you can. My heart beats only for Sing this with me. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus our God. Sing that again as loud as you can. Come on. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus our God, unstoppable. Come on. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus our God, unstoppable. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus our God, unstoppable God, as you go on and on. Impossible things in your name, they shall be done. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in your name, they shall be done. Thank you guys for worshiping. You can go ahead and have a seat.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah!
All right, so we're going to be playing our first game of the night. It's called Dinner Disaster. So first off, we're going to need someone from every grade. So either boy or girl. So seven people.
Send
So
someone up.
Race, are you a seventh grader? Okay, seventh grade. Sixth grade guys, where are we at? You. Well,
then
girls.
we need a
Eighth
seventh
grade,
grader.
girls. Meadow. Freshmen. Freshmen. Where are the freshmen?
Sophomore?
Freshmen.
Freshman?
Oh, wait, Molly.
Oh, Molly.
Sophomore. Sophomores.
Soph-
Any sophomores?
Sophomore?
Trestlin. Oh, you're up. Okay. Juniors. Do we have any juniors? Oh, are you a junior?
And Keenan.
Are you a junior?
Senior.
Okay. And then seniors.
So,
Keenan. All right, so take a seat. Take a seat.
you're gonna.
What's good?
So what's gonna happen is we are going to be having
Showing it.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Showing a video.
Oh, the video. Watch the video. For the rules.
Video explains it. So listen up. Listen up.
Here's how this game is going to work. You're going to start with 5 people up front. Each of these people should be sitting in a chair at a table, though the table is optional. As you progress through this game, 3 foods will be presented on screen each round. Each dinner guest has 10 seconds to write down one of the foods on screen. After the 10-second timer is done, each dinner guest will reveal their card that they wrote a food of choice on. Whichever food has been voted for the most has unfortunately been infected with food poisoning. All dinner guests that chose that food have been infected and must give up their seat at the table to somebody else in the crowd. You can stay or play as long as you like. As soon as your leader says the game is over, it is over. Hope you have fun and hope you can keep your food down at Dinner Disaster.
All right, so if you didn't catch that, so 3 foods are going to show up on the screen, and you guys have to pick one of the 3 foods. So like if it's mashed potatoes, turkey, and marshmallows, if 5 of you write down marshmallows, all of you are out. Like if like the most people, if the most people pick that food, then you're out.
And make sure nobody sees what you're writing down.
Yeah. So when you write it, put it down. And then if you are out, it's like if the majority of people pick the same food, then you go sit down, and then someone from the crowd, like let's say Race gets out, another 7th grade, you're 7th grade, right? 7th grade guy will come up and then take his spot. Okay, does that make sense? Everyone got it? All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
They do not want anybody to see their card. They need to write it and put it straight down until it's time to reveal.
Yeah, like when you cover it up so he doesn't see.
Hello there.
Green beans, corn, and turkey. So write down the food. Don't let anyone see it.
Choose carefully. Choose carefully.
Choose your character. All right, 8 seconds. Choose your food. Got it? You got it? You gonna win?
4, 3, 2, 1. Show us what you got.
What do you got going on? Turkey,
Turkey,
green beans. So that's 2 green beans. Corn, 2. Turkey. So turkey. If you got turkey, go sit down.
Oh.
So we need an
And then choose someone.
8th grader,
Choose someone from your grade.
6th grader, and freshman.
Go choose someone from your grade.
Yeah,
Come up.
there you go.
So you're an 8th
Saying
grader. Martine.
So another
we need a
freshman.
freshman. Yeah, Ethan. There we go. What?
Round.
All right. You guys ready? You know what you're doing, Martine? You know what you're doing? You know what you're doing? All right. Next one.
Hello there.
Jam, baked potatoes, and gravy.
Baked potatoes, one of my favorites.
Yeah. Big gravy guy back
have to-
there. Big gravy
I have to
guy.
go with that, but I don't know about that.
All right.
Hey, make sure no one sees it.
Make sure no one sees it. One of those 3. One of those 3. 3, 2, 1. All right.
We got
so,
baked potatoes,
Jam.
jam.
If you have jam, go sit down. All right, so we need freshman, sophomore, junior.
Oh.
So, who's survived 2 rounds so far?
Keenan's still in.
Race
is still in.
Keenan and Race, that's it.
So they got 2 rounds
Yeah.
so far. All right.
Yeah. All right. Are we good? All right.
Welcome to dinner.
Pay attention to the screen.
Hello there.
Pizza, Brussels sprouts, and
Brussels
pulled pork.
sprouts.
Brussels sprouts, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm
You
talking
know what
about.
sounds really good?
Brussels sprouts
Brussels
and mashed
sprouts
potatoes.
and mashed potatoes. That sounds good to me.
All right, 8, 7.
4, 3, 2, 1. Lock in your answers.
All right.
Pulled pork. Pulled pork.
Pulled pork.
Pulled pork.
Two pulled porks.
Pulled
Oh,
pork.
pulled pork.
Pulled pork's out.
Pulled pork.
Oh, Keenan
You're
is
still in, you're still in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's is at 3. You're still in. You're still in. All right. Are we good? Do we have everyone in the right?
Everyone ready?
What's good? What's good? All right.
Let's do it.
Next one.
Hello there.
All right. If you have grapes and fish on Thanksgiving, that's just sad. That's just sad.
I don't know about these.
Fish is a vegetable. All right.
That was good lasagna. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Keenan is in the lead.
1.
All right. Fish, lasagna, lasagna, fish, lasagna,
We have
fish.
3 fish.
4 lasagna.
Oh!
Lasagna.
Lasagna's out.
Go sit down. Woo! You got fish? Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. Martine!
Oh.
Martine's fired up. Yes.
We got
All right.
2 with Martine.
Who do we need still? Keegan and Rachel. All right. How many more rounds are we doing? 17? All right.
Why not?
All right. Next one. Keenan is on a streak. It's gonna be hard for anyone to catch up. Macaroni, mashed potatoes, and marshmallow.
What a combo. I'm always down for some mac and marshmallows.
I'm gonna be honest. In my example, I made up
Mac and
marshmallows.
marshmallows is the way to go.
And that's the thing. I didn't know. Martin, you got it? You gonna win?
And Martine's already down.
For the boys! For the boys! Big for the boys guy. All right. What do we got going on?
Macaroni.
Mashed potatoes. What does that say? Mashed potatoes?
Mashed potato. We got 3 macaronis.
3 macaroni, 4 mashed potatoes. Did you split
No,
Mashed
you guys are
potatoes.
back. You guys are still in.
Yeah, Keenan! Yes! Yes! All right, so you guys go sit down. Yeah. All right, next people. What grade are you in?
We got 2 more.
So we need a junior, Amy Pollard. What grade are you in? 6th grade? 7th grade? You're in 6th? You're in 8th grade? All right. Next one.
Hello there.
Oh, ribs sound so good.
Now,
And
this
some
is a meal I
pecan-
can get behind.
Pecan
This
pie.
is a meal I can get behind.
My dad, big pecan pie guy.
Really?
Maybe the biggest. Maybe the biggest.
The big time for pecan
Chief
pie.
Barnett, big fan of pecans. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Uno.
All right. Is this the last one?
Pecan pie. Spaghetti, pecan pie. Okay, we got
Ribs.
3 pecan pies and 3 spaghettis.
What do we do?
All of them except the ribs are out.
Oh!
No.
Woo! It's impossible for anyone to Keenan already won.
Last one.
Last one.
Send someone up.
Keenan.
Send someone up.
All right.
We need a senior.
We need a senior.
Kendall.
We need a senior. We need a senior.
Lindsay.
And then we need a freshman. Freshman. Where are my freshmen? Are you a freshman? Who do we need? Sophomores? Sophomores.
Let's get
Sophomores. Wait, Kate, are you a sophomore? We need a sophomore.
Trust me.
All right. Woo! Next one.
Hello there.
Squash, stuffing, and sweet potato.
Who eats
Not a big squash guy.
Who eats
myself.
squash on a cash? That's what I want to
You
know.
guys like squash? I
For
don't.
the boys, yeah.
Martine does.
For the boys. All right, we good in this, Jazz?
Got them locked in.
All right, show your answers. Stuffing, sweet potato, squash,
Sweet potato,
stuffing,
sweet potato.
squash, sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes!
Yeah.
That's the end, though.
That's it.
That's the end.
That's it. So, who had the most wins? Keenan!
Keenan!
All
Big
right.
starter from the front.
Keegan, come up here, grab something from the table. I'm gonna say something real quick. No, stay up here, stay up here. Let me. Let's try red. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, just in case you guys missed that. At the Keegan. I know, sorry. Hey, Keenan, get what you want, Keenan. Get what you want. Yeah! That's right, Keenan. All right, hey. Real fast, everybody, real fast. It is XL night, and tonight's kind of our, we're doing everything Thanksgiving themed. Since it's XL night, that's just more games, a little bit faster pace. It's a extra large version of what we do at Exodus, and so we are just gonna be celebrating some Friendsgiving. So it's all like team competition stuff by grade. So what I need to know, gentlemen, I know Keenan won the overall for seniors, right? But what other grades? How many grades won more than one?
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade won how
boys.
many?
Martine was
Yeah,
up.
Martine was in a
Martine
while.
was. How many did Martine win? How many did you win? One?
They had 4.
So they got 4? So sixth grade got 4 total?
Yeah.
Keenan got 6. What'd seventh grade do? Seventh grade overall got 5? Eighth grade, what did we get?
Well, if they,
0. What did sophomores get? Any? 2. She says 2. You had 1. What did freshmen get? 2? Anybody? 3? All right. I don't know. So we got seniors, we got 6th grade and 7th grade tied at 3rd place. We're gonna do, everything's gonna be by grade, all right? So it doesn't have to, it's not 6th grade girls, 6th grade guys. It's by grade total, all right? By grade total. So ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do a few different Thanksgiving themed games. You are competing for your grade. For your grade. You'll get a chance to win individual points and then also team points. And you guys are gonna do the next game now, all right? Trivia, ABC.
thanks. Yep.
All right, let's get a leader over here. I'm gonna need a leader to be our A over here. Leader's gonna be A. Jay, you're gonna be B.
Yeah, Drake.
And
B4L.
Cheney will be our
B4L.
C, all right? That'll be C over there. A, B, C, all right? You guys take it away? You good?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Let's continue our Friendsgiving XL
Everyone
night.
stand up. We're
So-
playing another challenge game.
this next game is real simple. Played it all before. You're gonna watch the screen. It's Thanksgiving numbers trivia. You're gonna see a number and you're gonna pick A, B, or C for what that number's for.
Y'all get that?
Hey,
Y'all get
hey,
that?
you guys hear what we're doing? You hear what we're doing? On the screen, number A over there,
I'll tell that.
B right in the middle here, or C right in this corner.
If you're out, sit down. If you get out, sit down.
All right, y'all ready? All right, let's do it.
8,000. A, feathers on a turkey. B, volunteers in the Macy Thanksgiving Day Parade. Or C, football is needed for the Thanksgiving Day games.
All right, let's move. Pick your answer.
A,
over
B,
here.
C.
B over here, and C on this side.
So choose one. You have to stay there.
If you're out, sit down.
5, 4,
Are you an A or B?
3,
Are you an A?
2, 1. So the pillar,
A,
if you're
the pillar
choosing
is
C
A or B.
A. Pillar.
Are you guys A?
scoot down if you guys are C.
All right, A.
Go over to
B.
Chaney. Go over to Chaney. Go over to Chaney if you're C.
What
All right.
was the answer?
What is the answer? B!
Miss Avery! Let's go.
Go team. If you got it wrong, sit down. If you got it wrong, sit down. So A's and C's. You got it wrong? This guy. This guy. All right. B, are we ready?
Sit down.
Are we ready? Next one.
53. Pilgrims at the very first Thanksgiving. Heaviest turkey on record in pounds, or the average number of dinner rolls served per meal. What do you guys
What
think?
is the answer? Make sure you are in the zones.
Think carefully.
In the zones.
The
So,
pillars.
the pillars. The pillars. Or if you're C, just go to Chaney. Go to Chaney. If you're A, go back there towards like the trash can. And then B, just stay in the middle.
Okay. Bold
Yeah.
move. Bold move.
So
back
A,
in
B, C. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, if you're A, go over there.
Oh! 53 pilgrims at the very first Thanksgiving.
So A, so you guys are still in. You guys know the drill. They know the drill. They got this game down. They got this game down. All right. Are we ready? 50 million. People watching football on TV.
Wouldn't doubt
B,
it.
pumpkin pies eaten.
Probably me
Or
personally.
C, dollars spent on Thanksgiving Day food. A, B, C.
That is a
A's
lot.
go back there. B's in the middle. C's back to Chaney. That's C.
Can I just say
Hey,
for you guys?
if you're
on
A,
the-
go back. If you're A, go back to
bold,
back there.
Bold move. If you're A, go over by Mark.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Parkour. That was sick.
Pumpkin ball! Yes! Yes!
All right, everyone sit down except these four.
Just 5.
You're in still? All right.
These 5 right
So we
here.
got 5. Who's all in?
Okay, Caleb, Keenan, Will.
All right, if you're in, come to the front. If you're in, come to the
If
front.
you're still in, come up here.
So we got 4. 4? What's your name? Mark? Parker. Parker! What grade are you in? 6th grade? Freshman. Representing freshman guys. Yeah.
All
Back
right.
there.
All right. Here we go.
Next one.
2.56.
6'5".
Thank you. I'm dyslexic.
Leftover sandwiches eaten per person. Or C, average after dinner naps in hours. So,
What do you guys
A,
think?
B,
Choose carefully. Hey,
C.
split up. Split up if you're the same team.
Wait, who's all?
Yeah, Caleb.
Caleb, stay B.
Stay here. Stay here.
We win. Wait, where's Parker at?
Parker's in C. Wait.
Parker's in, oh, I see him. He's behind the
All
pillar.
right. Ready?
And Will, yeah.
Everyone?
All right, what is it? Well, Keenan picks up from the front. Got the kick. All right, so. So, our next game. What's the name of the next game? I forgot.
Potato challenge.
Potato challenge.
We need one person from every grade.
One per grade. One per grade. If you're sitting with your grade,
All
I
right.
don't know. Jet.
Lauren.
Jet Parks.
Wait, what grade are you
Jet,
in?
what grade are you in?
6th grade. We got freshman.
7th grade.
This game is worth double points. Double points for this game. Double the points for this game.
All right.
We have
Put on
6th,
put on the
8th,
shirt.
7th, freshman, senior. What grade are you in? 6th? Wait, Jen, are you 6th grade? Are you in 6th?
Oh, we are.
We have 2
Yeah,
6th. We have 2 6th graders. One of them, okay, one of the 6th graders, one of you guys have to sit down. One of you guys have to sit down. So Jen,
We can only have one.
rock,
sixth
paper,
grade.
scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper,
You
scissors.
two.
Doing that.
Jen,
Chloe.
what's your name?
Chloe.
Chloe.
Have Chloe go sit. Jet was already up there. We'll have Chloe go sit down for this one.
Jet's gonna play.
Sorry, Chloe.
All right. So we have 6th, 7th, 8th, senior, junior, freshmen, sophomores. Where's our
Need a
sophomores
sophomore.
at? Any
Keegan.
sophomores?
Keegan.
Keegan! Oh wait, Chef. Wait, do you want Chef to play? Chef, you want to go? Wait, Chef. Sean. I think Sean's gonna do.
Keenan's already up.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Okay, Keegan, you go. Keegan. That's my bad. Hey, that's on me. That's on me.
All right. Keegan.
What? Yeah, Keegan. He's a sophomore.
So.
All right, so we have everyone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the name of the game is you have to get the Brussels sprouts out of the potatoes, all right?
The first
Without
one.
your hands.
Yeah. The first one to get, what is it, 1 minute? We have a 1 minute time limit, and the person who gets the most Brussels sprouts out of the potatoes wins.
But wait. Gravy is involved. Gravy is involved. Gravy is involved.
You got to have mashed potatoes and gravy.
You
Am I
cannot
right?
have it without the gravy.
Oh, yeah.
Schmackin'. All right. So, without.
Hold on. We're setting up the timer.
Okay, disregard the timer right now. So, you have a minute to put your face in that jazz and then get as many Brussels sprouts as you can out. Turn them to the side, so like on the edge.
In
we have-
front of your plate.
Or on the-
Just
on
put
the
them in
table.
front of their plate.
Spit them on the side of the plate.
Oh, hey, you know what? Have
No.
them bring a teammate over.
No
and they can
hands
put it in their
allowed
teammate's
at
hand.
all.
All right, so teammates. Chef, Chef. All right, which one? I don't care. So senior, we got Jonas.
Run, Shane, run.
Freshman,
7th grade.
sophomore, 7th grade. One of you, you haven't. Wait, have you all? You haven't done anything. Come up here. We need a junior.
Stand behind them.
Junior. Wait, do we have everyone? 8th grade. Or no, Macias. Macias hasn't done anything.
Colin.
Yeah.
It has to go on the teammate's hand.
Yeah. So when you get the Brussels sprouts. Got it?
Wait. But there's more. There's more.
I'm 8th grade. You're
Hey,
her. Oh wait,
there-
he's 8th grade. No.
there's more.
7th grade. We need a 7th grader. 7th grade. Where are we at?
Stand behind them.
7th
Macias.
grade.
Hey,
Are you in 7th grade?
Hey,
All right, you go
guys, helpers stand behind their partner. So they have to go around
Behind?
and spit
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. All
Okay.
right.
So
Does everyone have a partner?
all right. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready back there?
3,
Wilson,
2.
are you guys ready?
Go.
Okay. Puke in the trash can if that's necessary.
He's
You
done.
got all of them?
Whoa.
You got all of them?
Whoa.
One, were you first?
Time.
Wait.
All right.
Did you get all of them? I still see some green.
You
in
need
it.
to puke. If anyone needs to puke,
right.
Cece,
How many
chill
does
out.
their teammate have? Count their hands. Teammates.
All right, you were
let's count.
first.
Is Cece gonna die?
You gonna puke?
Let's
Check
count.
Cece. Is she okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5.
There should be the same. There should be the same in all of them. Okay, so 8th grade was first. Then it was juniors, sophomores. Is that right? Were you before Keegan? Okay. I said everyone has 5. It's a matter of who got it first. You guys, we've won everything. Okay, so are we doing? Rob, how do you want to do it? It's the same in each one, right?
They all got 5.
It's the same amount in each one. It's like 8th grade got it first and done in like 30 seconds first. 5. Everyone got 5. So they got done first. So 8th grade, and then it was juniors and then sophomores. So 8th grade wins. Okay.
Be sure to wash
8th
your
grade.
hands. 8th grade?
8th grade is the winner.
Yeah, 8th grade.
8th grade. So you won. Macias and, okay. Macias, what's your name? Joey? Macias and Joey, go pick something out.
Macias,
All right.
go wash your hands first,
Yeah.
and then pick something out.
Macias, don't touch anyone. That'd be weird.
Mind the mashed potatoes on stage.
Yeah, watch out. Oh.
Might need to get that cleaned up. Clean up on aisle 5. Huh? All right. So we're doing another game. This is the last game. All right, no. This is everybody. This is everybody. So we're going to be doing, it's called Pass the Plate.
Hold on, time out, time out. I'm gonna need all our leaders to spread out throughout the room, all my adult leaders, to make sure no one's cheating on this game. So everybody kind of spread out through the room.
Ethan and I are doing these.
All right, Colin, go ahead.
Unless you want to touch it. Okay. Oh. Everyone stand up. But stay in your spot. Stay in your spot. You're going to be getting rolls and you're going to be getting rolls and mashed potatoes or just hot potatoes. So, what's going to happen is it's going to be like musical chairs. It's going to be like musical chairs. Hey, guys. Listen up. It's going to be like musical chairs. When the music starts, you're going to pass it to the person on your right. If you're at the end, you're going to pass it backwards. Okay?
Hey, did you guys get that back there? All the way. All the way. Okay, so for you guys that weren't listening.
Oh, Jay's right. Jay's right. So, yeah.
Big circles
Hey.
or something, like circles. I don't know. We do like circles, like
You take, if you have some in your hand, you're just taking it, passing it. You don't want a lot of space between you and the next person.
Okay, so what's going to happen, you're going to pass it. You guys are going to pass it this direction. And then you're going to pass your thing to this back row, and they're going to send it that direction. At the
So
end, they're going to
scooch
send
in.
it back.
Scooch in so you're next to the person. So this whole
If
gap,
you're the last person,
this whole gap needs to come to a close.
if you're the last person,
That back row
send it
needs to
back to
come
the front.
together.
If you're the last person, send it back to the front.
Okay. Hey, do you guys know what's going on? Okay, we've explained it 6 times. Okay, so there's
Hey,
gonna
guys, listen up.
be rows, okay? 3 rows.
You got to.
They're gonna pass it this way, and then they're gonna pass it over back. And then, so
You guys are going to pass it to your right. Next row is going to pass it that direction.
item's gonna come to you.
And they're going to do the other direction.
That's a. So we're doing 2 rows. All right, 2 rows. 2 rows. Squeeze into 2 rows. Okay. You guys probably still don't know what's happening. Scoot into 2 rows. So 2 of you come up here, 2 of you go back there.
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
one giant circle. One giant circle.
Looks more like a hot dog.
Yeah. Hey. One giant circle here. Thanks.
Okay, now that we are situated,
Okay. Does everyone know who they're passing it to?
front row goes this way, back row goes that way, okay? The goal is to not have the food item. It's like hot potato, but like not, you know? You don't want it at the end.
Yeah.
All right. Before we put in the final piece here, if you throw anything, not
are
only
you
will
guys
you be
listening?
out,
Are you guys listening?
but you'll also get to spend the rest of the evening sitting with Mr. Cheney and Mr. Graham. So,
Yeah.
because we're working with mid school and high school, I'm hoping you don't act like 4-year-olds. So if you need the adult supervision, you can sit with an adult the rest of the night. Play the game, don't ruin the game. How about that? All right?
Now.
Okay, so do
gonna
you
explain
guys
it
know
to
what's happening? Back there. You guys know? You guys got it?
Are you guys over here good?
Hey,
Everyone
what's
got it?
and how do they get out?
So you get out if you have the food item in your hand at the end of the time, okay? It's like hot potato, okay? So you don't want to have it. Just pass it to the right. Don't throw it.
When the music stops,
When the music stops,
if you have it in your hand,
you go sit down.
you're sitting down.
So if you end it, if you have it in your hand, you're out. You pass, front row passes this way, back row passes that way. Okay,
It's
so
just
it's like
one
this.
giant circle.
clockwise
One
clap.
giant circle. Okay.
But
now,
wait,
it wouldn't be Thanksgiving. It wouldn't be Thanksgiving without a turkey.
woo!
Let me try and get
But
this.
it's not actually turkey, it's chicken. So,
It's not in the budget for a real.
Like a baby, a little baby guy.
Oh yeah.
We need one back here.
Oh.
hey, Colin,
Yeah.
Let's
first row,
Huh?
into the first row.
give one back here. Start. Hey, Colin. Start one with Rachel. Give Rachel.
Oh,
one.
Rachel, here you go.
Rob,
Or whoever's next to her. Give Martine. Whoever doesn't have one in their
Martine.
hand.
There you
Who
go,
doesn't have
man.
something in their hand?
Rob, where do you want this one?
Start up there, up front. Right there. There you go.
Okay.
Okay,
That
so
way.
back row is going that way, so this way. Front
And then-
row is going this way, okay? Does that make sense? You're going in a circle.
It's a circle, people. It's a circle.
It is a
Not that
clockwise circle. Clockwise circle.
There you go.
All right. Is everybody
Are we ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Are you guys ready?
let's start it up.
Here we go.
Pass that, Joss.
Pass that plate. Pass it. Pass
Hey,
it.
Go, go, go.
Pass it. Pass it.
Pick that up.
Go.
Pick that up.
Pass it. Pass it. Pass it.
Is that it?
Pass it. Oh wait. Wait. Stop.
Stop. Oh wait.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. Hey, stop! Stop. You're out.
Hey, we got to spread out, leaders.
If
we
you
got
had
lots
it,
of
go
people
sit.
cheating.
So you two are out.
If you had the food in your hand, you're
If you
out.
have a food, you're out. So you're out.
If
You're
you
out.
had the food in your hand, you're
If you
out.
have anything in your hand, sit down.
Sit down if you have a food item.
You pass it back out.
I need all my adult leaders spreading around because I saw a lot of kids trying to cheat on
Yeah,
that
start
one.
passing them out.
No cheating around.
You're not allowed to throw it once the music stops.
All right. So if there is space between you and the other person, scoot in. Scoot in.
All right.
Are we good? Do we have all the food items?
You ready? Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Start it up. Go.
Pass it.
Right there.
Oh no! This is chicken!
Controlling the crowd, even trill it was many resurrecting. If you're not feeling it, Smarty just beginning, we are not ending it. People say I'm crazy,
Who dropped that? One of you two. If you had a food item, sit down. Sit down. Whoa, that is loud.
Hey, are you out?
All right. Wait, did you have it? Was it in your hand? Oh, you just grabbed it? Okay.
Okay.
Scoot in. Scoot in if you're not next to someone. Scoot in. We need...
Okay.
All right. Let's get it going.
Are we all set?
Are we good? Front row.
Go!
All right, go! Go! Pick that up. Pick that up. Pick that up.
Stop! Uh-oh.
Haley Johnson.
Sorry,
Haley
you're
Johnson.
out.
Are you out? Are you out? Is she out?
Let's go. Sit down if you're out. Sit down if you're out.
If you had a food item, sit down.
If you have a food item in your hand. All
Hey,
right, we ready?
No, stop. Just a second.
Make that circle.
Oh, you
let's
can
go.
only pass one item at a time. Not more than two. Not more than one. Only one food item
We're
at
watching.
a time.
I'm watching back here. Watch this row, Cheney. Watch this row. Let's
All right,
go.
we need to, yo, cut around. Mason, cut around to the front. Yes, sir, Mason. Yes, sir. All right. Hey, are you guys ready? Yeah, if this time stops and you have food, raise it up so we know if you're out. All right? Yeah. All right. Go, 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 go.
Pass that. Play.
One item at a time. One item at a time.
There goes the chicken.
Martine, stop throwing it.
Stop. No, McKinsey.
Martine, you are out.
Who had the chicken? Oh, her.
For the boys, Martine.
If you had food, go sit down. I feel like no one sat down there. All right, are we cheating or what? What's going on? Hey, if you had food, sit down.
Let's make it more interesting. Here you go.
All right.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We need
let's
a
Go, go.
We pull up our Jesus over to your crumpets. We too busy having fun and you busy doing nothing.
Hey, hey.
Lose your mind. Lose your mind.
Let it lose your mind.
Lose your
Eli, I saw you drop it. I saw.
That
Was
was
that you?
floating. That was thrown at me.
Oh.
That was thrown at me. I did not touch that.
No.
Race.
All right, if you're
Okay.
out, you're out. Sit down,
Who's
sit
still
down, sit
in?
down.
Scoot in.
Who's
Scoot
still
in.
in?
Scoot in.
We'll do it the next time. All right. Make this a tight circle. Tight circle.
Tight circle.
Wait. Is it just you guys who are still in? All right. Come up
No,
closer.
don't come up to the stage.
No, don't go on the stage.
There's no
Don't-
room.
No, don't.
Up
Just
to the
right here.
front.
Just right here. Just right here.
We need a circle, not a line.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on here. Right here.
Hi, Mason. All right.
Jackson,
Are we ready?
Jackson.
So make this a circle. Make this a
All
circle.
right.
Does
All right.
everyone
You guys
have
ready?
food? Does everyone have food?
All right. Go. Pass.
Lose your mind.
Oh, you had
Yeah.
it.
You're
She
still
had
in.
it. William. If you had food, go sit down.
I don't know, man. You might be out. You might be out.
We're gonna have to cut our food supply.
We gotta thin the herd.
We got a lot of food in this jazz.
All right.
Who all has
okay.
food? Does everyone have food?
No. Okay. Who's still in? Who's still in? All right. Jackson.
Put like four items.
Give only one person without food.
Oh yeah.
Only one.
So you don't have food. 2 people.
Caden, here you go. Here you go.
Okay, 1 person. All right, so we're gonna have a winner.
Pick that out! Try now! Stop!
She won! No, she won. She won.
No. People were dropping the potatoes. People were dropping the potatoes.
All right, what do we do? They kept dropping it, so 3 people didn't have.
The two.
Okay, so 3 people left, 2 chickens. Okay, so Keegan, you 2. You 3, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still.
Oh, you're still in? Nah, I saw you have food.
She's kind of passive.
Nah,
right in her hand.
Yeah, you're out.
Okay. Okay, just you 4. All right, here
2
we go.
chickens.
Yeah. Wash your hands out.
You tell your crew, I tell my crew, we party all night.
What the problem is, y'all trying to play us like optimists when we currently in a prime like optimists. Promoters to the email like consent. We'll book to next year, that's a lot of gigs. And a couple of them are with Eric and his rapper friends. Can it be cool, but not to mention them, but not many other artists that I recommend.
Stop! Jackson and Keegan.
Jackson and Keegan. All right, Gorilla Man gone?
Last one. Last one.
Gorilla Man gone?
Yeah. Gorilla Man gun.
Oh, wait. Pass. Oh, Gorilla Man gun? Dang. I want to do Gorilla Man gun. All right, don't drop it.
Don't
drop it.
Wash your hands afterwards. Wash your hands afterwards. It's fine.
All right.
It was ready for the culture. Chilling in the stash, money dancing in the corner. Twerking out, working, baby, getting over donut. Instagram filter got you feeling like a bowler. Do things much different than most of you. My rap's like a slam dunk trying to post to you. Verse like this, make his next post.
Anyone say
Oh! Woo! You guys are both throwing. All right, you win. Kick something out. Yeah.
Wash your hands. I'd wash your hands.
I washed it. Okay, both. Yeah, you go get something.
Wash your hands.
But you guys both won. You guys both won. All right. No,
You're
it's
not
fine.
wrong.
They both won. They both won. All right.
All right.
Check. There we go. Let's give a hand to Ethan and Colin, our game masters tonight, everybody. Oh, that's weak. Give them a hand, everybody. Cheer on Ethan and... These guys. We're going to go ahead. Tonight, since it's Friendsgiving, we're just going to be talking about friendship as we start a new series in real life. So go ahead and check out the video, please.
What makes a good friend?
A friend is somebody who you meet up with often.
When people play with you, always hugs me.
A good friend is someone who picks you up when you fall, makes you laugh, plays with you whenever you're sad, and would just do lots of things for you.
Helping you and just being kind.
Give them some of my toys. To be kind to each other and you don't argue. Or if they listen to you very nicely, we can play with them or we can play with somebody else. When you be kind to them and you never argue with them.
Accepting for who you are and what you're doing every day.
If they're kind to you, if you're ever sad or angry.
He's always been there for me to help me.
If you're playing the game, you can let them join in, and if they don't want to, you can just say if you want to join in, you can.
I think makes a good friend is that they take care of you, and if you fall over, they help you, they pick you up.
I think a good friend makes you happy and is always lovely to you, and it's always like funny and nice to you.
All right, so we're talking about friendship. You good? All right, okay. You can sit there. I just didn't want to be a distraction, anybody. Real fast, guys. I know if you're like, oh my gosh, it's 7:35. Don't worry. XL nights are shorter. Our teaching's always like much, much shorter. Tonight, we're just going to kind of get started on what our series is going to be about. And we're just going to be talking about friendships. We're talking about in real life. And I want us to think about stories. Think about, times you've had with friends and what type of friends you have. I've been pretty blessed to have some great friends, done lots of stupid stuff with. We were trying to think, like, what's the dumbest things you've done with friends? And I was trying to, there's lots and lots of silly stuff and stupid stuff. I had some really good friends in college. And when you grow up when you go at a small college that's in a country town, you just find different ways to keep yourself entertained. And we did a thing called cow hunting, which, if you've ever seen cows, they're not difficult to hunt. And so we would get bored, like, on our college campus, and we were like, let's go cow hunting. Now, none of us grew up in a small town, but our roommate we went to college in a town called Bolivar, Missouri. And he was from there. And so he's like, well, me and my buddies, we used to just go out to cow pastures, and we would throw Nerf footballs at cows and make them run. It's not mean. It's a Nerf football, and cows have thick skin. And so that was cow hunting. And so we were all hanging out, like, on a Friday night, and we were like, hey, let's all just go camping. And so we just decided, let's go camping out that night. So we go grab tents and our sleeping bags and stuff and just head out to this area. You could go camping out in the middle of nowhere out there, whatever. And so we're hanging out, just talking, having a good time, and it's like midnight. And one of the guys is like, it's time for a midnight cow hunt. Because, again, it's small town, and when you're a guy, you just find things to do to, keep yourself entertained. And so we were like, oh, that's a great idea. And so we take these footballs, and we go out, and we're cow hunting in the middle of this place because our buddy that grew up out there, he's like, there's a place that we go camping at. He's like, oh, just over the hill, there's a guy that owns a ton of cattle, man. And I know that sounds stupid, but it's a lot of fun throwing a football at a cow. Because, the Nerf football just goes off, and they're like, and they make noise and kind of move around, and it's just funny. And so we're out there sneaking around, and we're throwing footballs at cows, which is a great time, I'm telling you. And so now every friendship group, all right, has different people that kind of are in your group, all right? You have the mom or the dad that always checks everybody and makes sure, like, you're doing what's right, doing what you're supposed to be. You have, like, the guy that's always making the jokes that, like, makes jokes a little bit too far, like he knows just how to push your buttons just enough. You have an instigator that's always, like, trying to get you to do stupid stuff, even though they don't want to do it. They're the ones that sit at your table when you were younger while, like, hey, I bet you won't mix all that stuff up and eat it. They're telling you to do it. They're not going to be the ones to do it. So they're always kind of like instigating. And then most groups, I don't know how this works for girls, but I feel like guys, every guy group I knew had the guy that was like, it didn't take much to instigate him. He was always the one that was going to do the stupid stuff. And you all knew who it was. And every group has that person that you can just challenge, and they're going to be the ones that do this. Now, our group was no different. And so we're all out there and talking about cows because it's like 1 a.m. at this point. And we're looking at these cows, and I was like, I wonder if you could just jump on one of those cows. Like, what would it be like? And so one of my buddies is like, I'm going to ride a cow tonight. And so, of course, like, I love to stir that up. And I'm like, you should do that. You should jump on that cow, man. Or we'll corral a cow over here, and you just jump on it. He's like, all right. And so there's the corner of this pasture, and we're like, we're going to corral a bunch of cattle over here. And there's a tree that's over it. He's like, I'm going to climb up on that branch. And the branch was probably about as high up as here. And he's like, and then I'll just, like, dangle and land on it like a cowboy, and then I'll just ride a cow. And we're all like, that's the best idea you've had all night. Thinking, because none of us are going to try it, and we're like, you should land on it. So there's about, 8 of us. And, we're kind of like, yeah, getting all these cows and throwing Nerf footballs. Again, I didn't know this at the time. I just thought, like, everybody just does this stuff. This is not even in the remotest sense, like, it's trespassing. It was dumb, and I'll get to this why. And so we get about 20 cattle, like, over in this corner area. Now, it's like 1:30 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, pitch dark out here, no lights or anything. And he's up in this thing. We're like, now, Shane, now. And so he lands down. He's like, ah, and screams. I don't know why he screamed, because he jumps down, lands next to a cow, and instead of landing on it, he just got so excited. He's like, pow, and just slaps. These cattle lose their minds. They freak out, and there was a big one, and they start kind of like jumping and like on each other and knock into a post, and it knocks the fence down that all these cattle were in. And so now, like, all of these cattle are stirred up because we're like making noise, just laughing and screaming and stuff, and they all just freak out because something flew out of the sky and landed on them. And next thing we know, there's about 40 cattle busting through this fence line, and they are tumbling down this hill on the other side of this area onto this dirt road, and we are watching cattle after cattle after cattle charge down a dirt road. About a quarter mile, because it's like flat pasture land, you can see this house that all these cattle belong, and lights start turning on, which my friend, I didn't realize in the country, they don't care who you are or what you are. If it's the middle of the night and something is on their land screaming and yelling, apparently they'll just come running out with shotguns or whatever. And because country, it's a different world. And so my friend who lived out there, who grew up kind of in that area through high school, he sees a light on. He's like, we gotta run. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, if he comes running out here, they will open fire on us. And so we bolt down, we run all the way to our campground. This was not fire safety, all right? We basically just dumped stuff on the fire, grabbed our tents, like still on the poles, threw it in the back of his truck, and we go tearing off down this road. As we're in the back of the truck trying to keep tents flying out. No lights are on because he's like, I'm not joking. They will shoot us. Their cattle are running down the road as we're on the truck driving. These cattle are like right there. And we fly down this road, no lights on. We get in, and we finally get back to our room, our house. We had a duplex that we rented in college. And my roommate's freaking out. He's like, guys, you have no idea. I don't know. I did not grow up near cattle. I don't know anything about country or cattle or anything. Well, what's the big deal? They'll just, like, in my head, they'll just round them up, right? Like, throw some lasso and bring back the cow. And he's like, no, man, like, that is super dangerous for cattle just to be roaming around. That is their life. Like, we could get so in trouble for that. And it was nuts, very, very dumb. And I learned so much about cattle that day. And fun, just crazy stuff with these friends. Now, these were experiences that were, like, real. These were good memories. It's funny because, like, the guy that jumped out of the craziest one of our group is a principal now. That's what cracks me up. Like, and he ended up being a high school principal, most normal guy in the world. But, man, in college, the guy was nuts. And so here's the thing. I want to just share with you what we're going to be talking about is this idea of friendships. I think we all want real life experiences. We want real stuff. Now, as nuts as those guys were, as much fun as we had doing stupid things, everything was normally within. I didn't realize how wrong it was at the time. Like, we should have never been out there. I had no idea. Like, I just assumed people didn't care. Like, sure, wander my land. I did not realize there's a whole different rule in the country. And so I didn't get that at the time. But it was these experiences. And this is what we really want. We want real friendships, real experiences to have. Now, with that same thing, with those friends, those were also some of the greatest guys that I've had. And I've been really blessed from, my junior, senior year through college, like as an adult now, to have guys that, like friends that are real. those same guys were guys that I could sit down with and talk about struggles going on in my life. In my junior, senior high school, I had guys that there was one night where just life was rough at the end of my senior year, and I was just struggling. And I remember hanging out, and I was talking to my mom, and I'm like, I'm going to hang out with my friends. And I just remember sitting with my friend just being like, I don't want to go home right now, man. Can we just hang out? And me and 4 guys played tennis out at Lake Tapawingo, which I didn't know this at the time. Like, apparently you're supposed to like belong to that club to play tennis there. But we hung out and played tennis there and sat out and just talked all night. Good friendships. Friends that you could do stupid things with and fun things with, but also, and here's the big thing, also people that I know I could just trust and lean on. And even to this day, just good, solid friends that I know, a handful of guys that I can say, hey, here's my real life. Here's what's really going on. And as a pastor who people are always looking at and thinking like they got it all together, I have to have those types of friends. But for you guys, as mid-school and high school students, you need those types of friends. And so as we're talking about real life, I want us to think, because our friendships have to go beyond just texting one another. Our friendships have to go beyond just sending pictures on Snapchat to one another. Our friendships have to be people that we can rely on and trust. And all of what we're doing is this, it's kind of centered around the very beginning of creation. In Genesis 2:18, and Will, if you can pop up all these verses for me. When God sees man and he says, it is not good for man to be alone. It is not good for man to be alone. I'll make a helper who is just right for him. Now, this was, the beginning of what would become like a marriage relationship. But right there, like God sees his creation and says, man should not be alone. None of you were created to do life alone. None of us. We were created to have other people with us. We were created to have real friendships, real relationships, real people. And it's got to be more than just a digital type of friendship. It's got to be more than like, hey, have you talked to that friend? Oh, yeah, I texted them 2 days ago. That's not real friendship. Is there people that we have that are real in our life? Are there people that can walk through things with you? Are there people that you can have fun with, be dumb, do dumb things with, but also friends that you can also turn and say, hey, this is what's going on. And I know right now, just even saying that, there's going to be a handful of guys that's going to make you uncomfortable, the thought of that. And so you'll make a joke and you'll play it off. But I've been doing student ministry long enough to know that divorce in a home does not just start all of a sudden when you get to be older. I know that anxiety and broken relationships and pain is not something that doesn't affect mid-school boys and just happens to older kids. It's just that we don't know how to have real relationships anymore. We don't know how to rely and turn and look to other people. And so no one in this room is outside of the effects of needing someone to lean on, to having real relationships. And so for the next couple weeks, we're going to be looking out of the book of Proverbs, which was just a book written by what is one of the wisest men that's ever lived. And this was out of King Solomon. And he wrote all of these things, and he wrote a lot on relationships. And so just one verse tonight I just want us to think about is this fact that we need friends we can be real with. And it comes from Proverbs 17:17, where it says, a friend is always loyal, and a brother is born to help in the time of need. Now, ladies, it was written in a different time, but you could also say a sister, all right? Or sister, however you want to pronounce it, all right? Whatever you want, it doesn't matter. All right, a brother or sister is born to help in time of need, whatever you want to call it. So what it's saying is that friend, that person in your life, they are born to be there, to be loyal, to be there for you, but also to be someone that is in time of need. And this is something that we miss out so much. I want you to think about this fact right here. Last year, San Diego Tribune wrote an article on Gen Z, which is you guys, all right? In this article, it said that there's never been a generation that is more connected more connected, meaning through the use of social media, phones, texting, Snapchat, whatever it is that you use. They've never been connected. But what they've discovered, and I want you to really think about this, and this is why we're talking about these things. And I'll read this. I'm just going to read the quote from the article here. It says, Gen Z is often referred to as the loneliest generation ever. Out of the loneliest generation ever. Now, I want you to think about this. Ironically, it is also the most connected. So what they're trying to figure out is how can a generation raised with endless ways to communicate be plagued with loneliness? And they're getting that because there's never been a generation seeking out mental health and loneliness more than ever before. That when they go around and they survey students of how many friends that they have, the number is fewer than what's ever been portrayed in any generation before you. Although you can say, I have this many people that follow me, you're also a generation that says, I have fewer friends than any other generation before you. You hang out with less people, you see less people, and you trust less people. It goes on and says, we've created a generation that spends more time, and I want you to think about it, how true this is. We've created a generation that spends more time interacting digitally in physical isolation. Do we interact with one another? Yes. But is it in physical isolation? Well, I talk to them all the time. Did you talk to them? Well, I text them. So you didn't talk to them. Well, no. I saw them 2 days ago. You see people less. You see your friends less than whatever. And then it goes on and says, they've largely transported their social existence from a real world into the digital. Human socializing is very, very hard and it requires practice. Increasing numbers of young people are uncomfortable with human interaction because they haven't practiced it. And this is why psychologists right now are saying that this generation faces the highest anxiety, social anxiety than any generation before you as well. Because you have gotten so used to hiding behind a screen and communicating, and I'm not bashing it. I'm saying this is what we have brought up and what we've created in our world, where we have replaced a digital relationship. If I'm unhappy or I'm mad, we post this. If I'm happy, I post this. If I'm feeling sad, I'll kind of make some sort of post that alludes to everybody so they know I'm sad, so they will comment back and ask me what's wrong, but I won't really tell them what's wrong. This is the generation, and this is why we're going to be talking about these things, because we need friends in real life. You were created to do life with people. Created to have friends that you could turn to and lean on. And this is a very real thing, and it's something that none of us in this room can escape. It's something that every person in this room needs. Not just someone like, oh yeah, that's my buddy, but someone that you can actually talk to. Someone that you know, hey, if I'm struggling, I know I got this person. These are my people, and I can lean on them, and I can look to them when I need it. Yes, all the other stuff's fun, and we need those friendships. We need that. But do you have that person, that friend, that adult, that parent that you know, I can talk to this person, whatever it is. And so over the next couple weeks, that's kind of what we're going to be talking about. And we want just real honest thoughts of like, this is what friendship is. And I think it's really good for us to really think about, who do I have in my life? Now, maybe you are like, man, I have people, and I've been blessed. You heard our senior guys came up last week and just talked about Regen, and they said, man, our small group time was so real, and it was good to like actually get real with one another and talk to one another. They saw the value of being real, and this is what we need. And I just want you to think about that verse again in Genesis. It is not good for us to be alone. You were created to do life with others. The people that you have in your life that you can lean on creates less anxiety in your life. The people you have that you can trust creates a support system. The people that you know you can talk to allows you to have others so that you don't feel like you're walking through life alone. And so we're going to look at how these friendships can be that for us and how they point us to Christ. And I do want to challenge you, and I've shared this before. I really do believe that one of the reasons I've been so blessed is because my sophomore year, there was a stir up between me and these other guys that were my closest friends. And I ended up like being with none of them. I was the odd man out. And for months went by where it was just completely isolated. I mean, it was hard time. Because there was just some disruption in our friend group and everybody, and then we split, and I was just like, I have no one. And you know how friends do. They're like, we stir up and say, well, you got to be on my side, and you got to be on my side. And it just kind of happened. And so I ended up I remember talking to a leader and just be like, man, I don't have anybody. The church I went to, none of my friends, it wasn't my school district. And so I went to this church, and so I was the only kid from my school going to this church, and so I'm like, I don't have, all my school friends are out, and I don't have anybody. And I just remember the best advice there is, you need to start praying for God to put the right friends in your life, man. I was like, praying for friends, that sounds so desperate. I remember thinking, that sounds pathetic. Is this what I've become? He's like, just start praying. And I started praying, God, put friends in my life. And I really did it just so that leader would stop asking me if I've been praying for him. I was like, fine, I'll start praying for friends. And I started praying for friends. And within weeks, I met a guy and a couple other guys. And those guys became some of my closest friends through high school. And even then, praying from there, I was like, guys, I go off to college. I want the right type of friends in my life because I need that. And I ended up with some of the best friends I've ever had. And so, if you're sitting there thinking, I got people, but I don't have, my people. I don't have anyone I could really talk to about what's going on in my life. I can joke with these people. I can goof off with these people, but if there is something serious in my life, I would never share anything with them. If that's you, I'm just going to encourage you over the next few weeks, start praying. Start praying that God will put somebody in your life. Even if it's just that one person, that God will put that person in your life. If you have one or two people, man, consider yourself lucky. Next week, we're going to start talking about how can you be that type of friend in someone else's life. And how can we make sure those little things that take place in our friendships don't ruin that? What type of person do you need to be in someone else's life? And so I want to encourage you guys. I think it's really good stuff. I think it's stuff all of you need to hear. I'm really going to challenge our mid-school guys, man, to be a part of this. Because I think if there's ever a group that tends to miss out on these things, it's that age. Because you don't know how to have that type of relationships with people, but it's important. And so that's what we're going to be talking about over the next few weeks, guys. And so I encourage you. It was a great night, a ton of fun, man. Come back. We still have a few more prizes left to give out next week and the week after that before Thanksgiving. And so please be a part of that. So I'm going to have Jack is going to come up here and just talk to our high school students about something coming up real quick. And then Miss Avery will dismiss us. So Jack, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rob. So obviously you guys know we do stuff on Wednesday nights. And we're at church, so we do stuff on Sunday mornings. But we also have a newish type thing for high schoolers on Sunday nights called Focus. And it's taught by my uncle, Donald. And we are the, I don't know who it's taught by now, but it was taught by the last week, Donald. And he just kind of went through, he started with the Old Testament and then the New Testament and just went through all the things that prove that the Bible's real. So, I'm sure many times every one of you has been like, what, is this real? Is this just a book written by some old dudes? It's not, actually. It's all real. And Donald showed us exactly why it's real. So, if you're in high school, starting this Sunday night, I don't know where it will be hosted, but Graham's house. I don't know the address of that, but it's at the Graham's house. I'm sure you can figure it out. And we will just go over stuff like that again. So high schoolers this Sunday night, and I'm going to hand it off to Avery to close us out.
Hi, everyone. Something that Rob said tonight that I just want to point out really quick was that we need real people in our life that we can trust and lean on because we were not made to do life alone. We need people in our life that we can show them the real side of us that we don't often let just our friends at school see most of the time. And I know that I have those people in my life, and I know that I can go to them with anything and that they are going to be there for me. And I hope that you all do as well. like Rob said earlier, also, if you don't have those people in your life, I would just encourage you to pray about it and don't give up on that prayer, but then also watch for opportunities to meet new people or see what doors God is opening in those friendships that you might already have. Next week, we are going to be talking about how you can be a great friend, and I hope to see you all next week. Have a good night.
You tell your crew, I tell my crew, we party all night.
Hey Marty, this is my social club ad lib. You're supposed to say something random and funny right here.
You tell your crew, I tell my crew, we party all night.
I stage dive off the top rope like Macho Man. If I hit your mama with an elbow, then I'm sorry, fam. Y'all better know it. Y'all better know it. Misfits and minor are lions and tigers. In other words, animals, animals, animals. We all going crazy. I think you should try it now. Me. Hands to the sky like I'm 5 in a giant. Controlling the crowd like ventriloquists. Many resurrecting if you're not feeling this. Party just beginning, we are not ending it. People say I'm crazy, I'm not defending it, no.
Lose your mind. 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 Lose your mind.
You tell your crew, I tell my crew, we party all night. Oh no, they back again, hopping out of minivans with a couple of they friends, still rocking hammer bands. I can do the hammer dance, just give me room though. I'm singing in Spanish, girls think I'm in Menudo. I'm drinking Malta in the back, and my shirt is mustard. Politicking on the patio, my shirt unbuttoned. I'm telling people about Jesus over to your crumpets. We too busy having fun and you busy doing nothing.
Lose your mind. Lose your mind. Lose your mind. Lose your mind. Lose your mind.